Good morning, this is Deepak, and so today is Thursday, and my conversation with you today is about qualia. So in order to get going, I'm going to read to you a little bit from my book with Menas Kafatos, quantum physicist and cosmologist. The book, of course, is You Are the Universe, Discovering Your Cosmic Self and Why It Matters. So the book is available for pre-order, and if you do pre-order it and come to our website, discoveringyourcosmicself.com, then you can get a free course on science, consciousness, and reality. So before I engage in this discussion with you, let me just read to you from a section of the book which is called Getting Comfortable with Qualia. So how many of you know this word qualia? If you do, then just text me right now and tell me that you are familiar with this word qualia. Otherwise, I'm going to explain it anyway. So I'm going to read from the book. This is the section called Getting Comfortable with Qualia. Rajni, I can repeat the web address, but it's right there below my talk if you check. It's called discoveringyourcosmicself.com. Okay, so nobody responded right now on my question, how many people are comfortable or know or are familiar with the word qualia. Anybody? Do you know what qualia means? No one is answering my question. Sarah LaFleur, quality in experience. Close, Sarah. It's quality of experience. Quality of experience. Quality in experience is also good. Okay, so let me read. Great, Sarah, thanks. Qualities of life. Gassam Jury says qualities of life. Excellent. Excellent. Anybody else? Okay, but that's great. Good start. So I'm going to just read now from the book on the qualia section. For many readers, the term qualia will be new and perhaps alien. We have placed so much importance on this word that we want you to be comfortable with it. One difficulty is that qualia are all inclusive. Every experience is made of qualia, or qualities in consciousness. Qualities in consciousness. On a nice summer day, it's not hard to accept the qualia delivered by the five senses. The warm air, bright sunlight, the smell of newly mown grass, and so on. It's harder to believe that your body is also experienced as qualia. All the sensations you're having at this very minute would have no reality unless you experience them personally. And therefore the body is a bundle of qualia. Get that? The body is a bundle of qualia. Going on a level deeper, the brain's experiences are also qualia. Actually, the brain also is a collection of qualia. When a concept becomes this universal, it's hard to know what to do with it. Where are the rules and boundaries? Or do we live in a reality made of qualia soup? I didn't say quantum soup, I said qualia soup. And what about the experience of an external reality, a world out there? This is also a qualia experience. There are no rules to qualia that have the same status as the natural laws that classic physics has laid down and that quantum physics took to an unimaginable level of sophistication. A ripe, sweet peach floods the senses with experience. Not numbers, not equations, not principles. One can't use the same vocabulary as in the domain of physicalists. Sweet isn't heavier, lighter, bigger, smaller, or denser than ripe or warm. These are qualities of experience. The great advantage of qualia science is, if that's what we would like to call it, and I hope this is the future of science, then the great advantage of this qualia science, if that's the direction that science takes in the future, is how perfectly it matches what we call reality. Tasting a peach is a direct experience, needing no conceptual framework. In fact, the very word peach is a human construct. All there is the tasting, the smelling, the flavor, the experience. This very absence of abstract concepts greatly, of course, irritates many mainstream scientists, but it is the seed for a new view of nature, transforming the physical universe into a consciousness-based universe. So then in the book, I and Menas have actually written down 40 qualia principles, beginning with birth, which is the beginning of a qualia program, and death, which is the ending of a particular qualia program, and all happening in a ever-present witnessing awareness that is not personal, but in which the person itself is an experience. Okay, so I am going to give you an imaginary exercise right now. And can we have the book online? Yes, Jane, the book is online. You can go to any online store like Amazon and so on, and you can. Okay, so let's do an imaginary experiment. So I'm right now in my apartment, downtown New York, and in a little while I'm going to get out of this room onto an elevator and walk on the streets of New York. So now I'm going to walk on the streets of New York. And this is a very conventional experience. When I say I, then I'm referring to this body-mind, this present appearance of the body-mind, this present name that has been given to this body-mind by my parents, and this particular identity, Indian, living in America, etc. So I walk out, and then what is my experience? There's me, and there's New York City, and there are these streets. And what I'm referring to as me is this body-mind. But what we're trying to say here is this is the experience of a particular state of consciousness that we call the waking state. Okay? The waking state. In the waking state, I am aware that I'm in the waking state. Okay, so who is it that is aware that it is in the waking state? Similarly, as a result of contemplative practices and meditation on a daily basis for decades, when I'm in the dream state, I am aware that I'm in the dream state. Who is it that is aware that it is in the dream state? And similarly, as I delve deep into my own being, the ever-present witnessing awareness, that is the real me, is fully awake in the sleep state. So New York City is an experience of the waking state. But the waking state is also a kind of a dream, because the experience is happening, arising and subsiding in the witnessing awareness all the time. All the time. As soon as it arises, it subsides. Okay, and it's always happening now. And who is it happening to? What is it that is experiencing it? It's witnessing awareness. So in that witnessing awareness is the experience of moving in that witnessing awareness is the experience of that which I call a body, a bundle of sensations. And when I say sensations, I mean sensory perceptions, seeing, feeling, touching, tasting, smelling, and thinking and feeling and all of that. That's the activity that is arising in witnessing awareness and subsiding in witnessing awareness. The witnessing awareness is formless, it's open, it's borderless, it's timeless, it is spaceless, it is inconceivable, but in it, as its own activities, is arising that which we call experience. And that experience is the qualia experience, a qualia experience. It's a bundle of qualities of awareness itself. Awareness is generating those qualities. Awareness is experiencing those qualities. Awareness knows about those qualities. And awareness is those qualities. Everything else is a concept, and the concept is also a qualia in awareness. It's a quality of awareness. Okay, that means that the only reality is awareness and its activities as qualia. Sound, texture, taste, smell, thought, emotions, boundaries, blue, this sound, this smell, this taste. I can do it with my own body. Smell it, taste it, etc. So, all there is an eternal, infinite, timeless being, which is witnessing awareness, and then the qualia that constantly arise and subside in that witnessing awareness. So now if we want to give this a framework, we can say that the qualia experiences are a result of karma, memory, and desire. Karma is past experiences, or what we call past experiences, because experience is always now. Even the memory of the past experience is now. But anyway, karma is past experiences and their interpretations, and then memory, which leads to new experiences, more or less automatically. So this is basically the soul's journey, if you want to call it, or the journey of consciousness. Rebecca Ronita. Hi, how are you? Okay, so you interrupted my train of thought, but I thought I'd give you a shout out. Rebecca Ronita, hi. Okay, so now let's say karma, memory, and desire. All conceptual frameworks. Karma, experience in the past, recognizing that the past is a memory now. Okay, but through conditioning, we repeat behaviors. Okay, we repeat behaviors, and that is called karmic conditioning. So karma, memory, and desire creates a journey of the soul. The soul is core consciousness with its impressions, with its conditioning, and that is through cosmic time. But cosmic time is also a projection, it's a construct. In the end, there's only witnessing awareness and its own modulations as experience. So body, mind, New York, and the movingness associated with it are qualia. I hope this is easily understood. So one can remain in this karmic conditioning, which means one is a creature of habit, which means one is a prisoner of it, and or one can transcend it. One can say, I'm free of karma, I'm free of memory, and ultimately I'm free of that which is clinging and grasping, which imprison me into the experience that this body-mind is the container of experience, when in fact this body-mind is also an experience that goes along with the experience that I call New York City. All are basically my own self. The universe is myself. The universe is me. I am not in the universe. The universe is me. I'm not in the mind is in me. I'm not in the body is in me. Curving back within myself, I create again and again. So Elvira says, how can we change our qualia? Yeah, emotions are qualia, sensations are qualia, thoughts are qualia, hardness, softness, taste, texture, imagination, thought, flavors, odors. These are all qualia, and these are all happening right now spontaneously. But the repetition of qualia is what we call karmic conditioning. Okay? Karmic conditioning. So how can we be free of this karmic conditioning? It is a prison. Okay? It also gives you the illusion that you are a body-mind in a world, when body, mind, and world are human constructs, which means conceptualizing around experience, and all there is experience. Now, I did say in the title of this talk that if you change your qualia, you change your life. Yes, because you want to experience qualia that you can feel as truth, goodness, beauty, harmony, love, joy, compassion, relationship, and peace of mind, and connectivity. So how do we change that? Well, not by forcefully manipulating our thoughts, not by forcefully manipulating our emotions. But you begin to change your qualia if you witness them. Okay, so the great, the Charan Surdhar, do qualias go with us after death, and what makes up the memory into the next life? Okay, so I have to interrupt what I'm saying, Charan, because what you're talking about is what in Hindi or in Sanskrit are called sanskaras and vasanas and karma. And this is basically a qualia that are like seeds. seeds of memory, seeds of threads of desire that lie quiescent in what we call the transcendence of life, which is death. Okay, so death is basically a quietening of qualia, and they remain in seed form. Just like right now, your memories of your childhood, of many things that happened to you even yesterday, are in seed form unless you recall them. So death is the interruption of qualia experience or a qualia program till it gets activated, much as a seed gets activated into the sprouting of a plant, flower, fruit, etc. So I hope that explains, that answers your question. Okay, so how do we change qualia? We don't manipulate qualia, we witness the qualia. And in the mere witnessing of the qualia, there is a spontaneous transformation of consciousness in the form of choice. In the form of choice. So in every moment you can choose, right? Should I wear a blue shirt or a white shirt or a black shirt or a pink shirt? It's a choice. The experience blue is a qualia. Okay. So the more we turn our attention to that which favors the force of evolution, the more the qualia that I experience change. And so qualia chemistry becomes the alchemy of life. Qualia chemistry becomes the alchemy of life. Estelle Wright says we become the observer. Perfect. Observer of what? Observer of your own self as the witnessing awareness in which qualia are arising and subsiding in every now. I won't even say the moment of now, because now is not a moment, now is the presence in which the experience of the moment arises and subsides. And presence is always now. Turning back to the presence in which all is arising and subsiding, the entire universe. The entire universe. So that's why we say you are the universe. You are the universe, because the universe is arising and subsiding as qualia in your own being. Once again, Charan Surdhar says, presence of our own self in which qualia are arising and subsiding. And what are qualia? They're your own self taking on certain qualities of experience. Monica Kapoor Khanna says, just by witnessing, it will go away. Yes, if you witness fear, then fear goes away. Fear is a qualia. Okay? If you pay attention to love, then love starts to arise and subside in every moment, in every now, not in every moment of now. Okay, so now what I'd like you to do is, if you read the book, because I have discussed almost every topic on the book a little bit, and in the book at the end there are these 40 qualia principles. I'll read principle number 1, okay? Just principle number 1 right now. Science is materialistic, accepting as a given that the physical universe exists as it presents itself. But quantum physics long ago undermined the very notion of physical objects at its foundation. The universe is not solid, tangible, or fixed. Therefore, the old science of an external physical universe has been mortally wounded by the new science, even quantum physics, because as we get deeper and deeper and deeper, no such thing as matter. Matter is an activity, and matter ultimately is the interpretation of experience, which is happening in ever-present witnessing awareness. Okay. Loxley Baltazar, can we buy the book at the bookstore in London? Hopefully, yes, in the next few weeks. Okay. Alan K. Giddens, please make a new video with Robert Lanza beyond biocentrism. I will. Robert is a good friend of mine, but there is a little difference between biocentrism and what I'm saying. So, Millie Musiante Panfilo, she says, I'll buy your book if you give me a shout out. Millie, here's the shout out, and you don't have to buy the book, only if you want to. Okay, so where was I? Observe yourself, having an experience. Be a witness unto your own self. Be a witness unto your own self. Janie 6 says, shout out to Sydney, please, Deepak. Shout out to Sydney. Hi, Janie. Hi, Sydney. Okay, so if you are a witness unto your own self, if you are non-judgmentally aware of your own being, this is the highest intelligence. And then evolution takes place spontaneously, totally spontaneously, because that's our nature. What interferes with that is grasping, clinging, being fearful, holding on to impermanence which can't be held on to. No activity can be held on to, and ultimately it's all activity. Identifying with your ego, the fear of death, because your true being, as witnessing awareness, is not subject to birth and death. Understanding qualia can change the quality of your life so that you live a life of authenticity, integrity, higher calling, responsibility, but most important, love. Love as the ultimate truth at the heart of the universe. Not a mere sentiment, not just an emotion, but love as ultimate identity. This is who you are, and this is all there is. That alone is Tattvam Asi. Liz Madsen, thank you. Joyce Oliveira, thank you. J. Phillips, thank you. Sharon Surdhar, thank you. She said something interesting again. So, how our DNA is expressed. But remember, DNA itself is a concept, okay? It's a good concept because DNA is the physical counterpart of what localizes memory, karma, desire, qualia. Okay. Liz Madsen says, I choose love. All of us, we choose love. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you tomorrow. And the book, once again, is You Are the Universe, and you can join the conversation on discoveringyourcosmicself.com. And in the future now, as we are nearing the end of these discussions that I have started, I'll be answering your questions. So do submit your questions to the website, discoveringyourcosmicself.com, and I will do my best to answer them. Anjana Agarwal, I'm not coming to Australia this year, but definitely next year. I've been to Australia at least 50 times, and I will keep coming. Okay, just be. And that's all there is to it.